God's advice today. This message was lovingly prepared to bring peace and guidance to your heart. If it touches you, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. That way, you'll keep receiving uplifting content. Stay with us until the end. We've prepared something special with great care. Discover something life-changing. In the first comment, I left a special prayer and an opportunity that could open doors you never imagined. God said, "My beloved child, listen with an open heart, for what I have to tell you today is not ordinary, it is eternal. Though the fig tree does not blossom, nor fruit be on the vines, though the labor of the olive fails, and the fields yield no food, though the flock is cut off from the fold, and there is no herd in the stalls, yet I will rejoice in the Lord, I will joy in the God of my salvation." Habakkuk chapter 3 verses 17 and 18. This is not just a promise, it is an invitation to a new season in your life. When you came to me bringing the shattered pieces of what was left, I didn't see only pain, but courage, faith, and a hope that still breathed. Are you seeking a deep spiritual transformation in your life and in the lives of those you love? Imagine attracting wealth and abundance in less than a week, while blessings pour over you daily. It all begins with a simple 1-minute prayer. To discover how this technique can transform your reality, click the link in the first comment. Every step you take toward this journey not only benefits you but also supports our channel and the dedicated team bringing this valuable content to you. Don't wait any longer to start this journey of spiritual and material transformation. Click now to learn more and begin your path toward a fuller, more abundant life. Every tear you shed was gathered by my hands, every weary sigh was heard in the deepest silence. I am not merely restoring what was broken, I am creating something that has never existed before, something that carries my glory, my power, and my signature. This is not about returning to what was, it is about going beyond, crossing this valley and emerging with a soul set ablaze by a purpose that suffering cannot extinguish. Everything that seemed like an end is now a seed. Everything that seemed like absence is now space for my fullness to dwell. Stand firm, for I am writing with my own hand a story where even pain will have purpose, and where even silence will witness my faithfulness. I am your God, and I will not fail you. My son, listen carefully, I want to give you the life I dreamed for you even before any pain approached your path. This work I am doing in you is not a simple restoration. It is a rebirth. I am not gluing broken pieces back together. I am creating something completely new, pure, clean, strong. And this new thing that is born does not depend on good circumstances or the favor of people. It is not tied to what was or what was lacking. It is born of my will, which is eternal, sovereign, and perfect. When you thought everything was over, that was precisely when my plan began to bloom. Your pain was the soil where I planted the seed of the promise, and now it is sprouting. Nothing is in vain. What you experienced was not waste, it was preparation. What seemed like an end was actually the introduction to the most glorious chapter of your story. Comment, even in the midst of pain, God is beginning something new inside me. What I am doing in you has no connection with the rubble of the past. My purpose is not limited to what was destroyed. I do not raise ruins, I establish a new foundation. The old structure collapsed because it was built on fleeting dependencies. Now, I myself am your base. A foundation that does not give way, that does not crack, that does not falter. I am giving you something that time cannot consume, that seasons cannot wear away, and that the enemy can never steal. This work will not be shaped by emotions but sustained by eternity. The Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and He knows those who trust in Him. Nahum chapter 1 verse 7. In every uncertain step, I was with you. And now, I am setting your feet upon a rock that does not shake. My spirit moves in you, not as a guest, but as an eternal dwelling. You will no longer live at the mercy of uncertainties but in the steadfastness of my presence. Son, I want you to understand that nothing you thought you lost was your destiny. It was only temporary support. They were bridges to lead you where I am taking you now. And I allowed some of those bridges to fall, not to make you suffer, but to show you that your home is in me. What I am building now is made of eternal substance. It does not wear out with time, does not bend under pressure, and does not break under the weight of the world. The peace I give you does not depend on what happens around you. The joy I place in you does not change with the seasons. And the understanding I am releasing transcends logic. But, as it is written, things which eye has not seen, nor ear heard, nor have entered into the heart of man, all that God has prepared for those who love Him. 1 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 9. I am handing you an inheritance that will not be lost, a destiny no one can steal, a light that never goes out. Comment: God is building in me a joy that does not depend on circumstances. You came to me with your heart in your hands, asking me to fix what was broken. But, my son, I did not come only to fix. I came to transform. I did not remove certain things out of cruelty, but out of love. You clung to fragile structures, believing they would keep you standing. But they could not bear the weight of the anointing I placed on you. So, I dismantled what could not sustain you, so now you rest only on me. Do not interpret loss as rejection. Interpret it as protection. I was with you in every tear, every silence, every dark night. I saw your attempts to gather the pieces. And even in all of that, I guided you. I did not leave you. Now, lift up your eyes. I am calling you to a new season. A time when you will no longer live trying to restore what was, but receiving what has always been reserved for you. This is the time for grace to manifest over your life like never before. Did you know there is an effective method to attract more financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deepest beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It had a profound impact on my life, and we would like to invite you to discover this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each one of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you want to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing content that inspires and transforms, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment so you can find out how this technique can also help you on your journey. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that truly make a difference. We are very grateful for your trust and support. Stop looking back to the places where my grace no longer dwells. Stop trying to relive scenes that I myself have already closed. My child, I am a God of new beginnings. What I have for you is not a fragile replacement, but a complete revelation of the plan I wrote about you even before your first breath. Nothing that was lost frustrated what I wrote concerning you. You may have taken paths I did not plan, but I used every curve, every pain, every tear to realign you with the center of my will. What is about to be born in your life is not a patched-up version of what could have been. It is the fullness of what always was. When you look back, you will see that nothing was lost. Everything was part of the story. Everything was used by me. And now, I am delivering something that fills you completely. There is no emptiness that can resist my presence. There is no wound that will not heal under the touch of my love. Comment: nothing was wasted. God used everything to align me with His plan. The new thing I do does not depend on the past. It is born from my essence. It carries my nature, my DNA. My plan for you is perfect not because everything went right, but because I transform even detours into testimonies. You did not waste time. You matured. You were not late. You were prepared. The pain you faced will not be the final chapter of your story, but the strength that propels the new ones. I am restoring your identity, your hope, your faith. I am showing you that you are more than circumstances, more than labels, more than losses. You are my beloved child, heir of promises, bearer of glory. Every step you take now will be sustained by the certainty that I am with you. And even if the world does not see, I see. And what I am about to do will be visible to all. Not for your exaltation, but for the revelation of my love through your life. Comment: God is transforming my pain into strength and testimony. The time has come, my child, to leave behind the ruins of what did not bloom. No longer trying to fit pieces that no longer belong to the puzzle of your journey. I am calling you to live in the newness of life. To walk boldly on the path I have traced. It is no longer time to survive. It is time to live fully. I am breathing upon you my spirit of life, power, and direction. Do not look anymore at what was missing. Look at what I am giving you. Do not wish to return to what was. Desire to move forward to what is coming. Because what is coming cannot be compared to all that has passed. I am the God who makes all things new. And everything around you will begin to reflect this newness. Your words, your thoughts, your faith, your relationships, all will be touched by the renewal of my spirit. And you will see with your own eyes the faithfulness I promised. Not because you deserved it, but because I loved you first. Before everything. Forever. There will be no pain for the structures that fell, nor emptiness for what I removed from your life. Because the beauty of what I am building now completely outshines the memories of what was. This is not a mere return to the old, but a holy exchange, a deep renewal that goes beyond the surface. The place where you cried, where you felt the weight of abandonment, will be the same where the purest joy will bloom. The time of confusion and doubt will become a time of revelation and understanding. Those paths that closed, that seemed impassable barriers, will become open doors, portals of testimonies that will inspire others and confirm my faithfulness. I am completing what truly matters, not just what was visible to your eyes, but what was essential for your spirit. Every tear shed served to deepen your roots, to strengthen your faith. And now, even after the long winters, the flowers will bloom, bringing color and fragrance to your journey. You have not been forgotten, beloved child. You were carefully and lovingly prepared. This preparation is leading you beyond what you ever imagined asking for in prayer. I never lost control, not for a single moment. Everything is under my watchful eye and in my powerful hands, including you. What you are about to experience will not be fleeting. It will last longer than the storms you have faced and will withstand the seasons yet to come. It will survive the unpredictable changes of life because what I am planting within you now is rooted in eternity. This exchange is not symbolic, it is real and tangible. The temporary is being left behind, the unstable replaced by something firm and unshakable. What was broken is giving way to that which can never be moved, because I myself am building it. You no longer need to struggle to restore what was lost. I have already finished the work. What lies before you is the fruit of my love and my faithfulness. The seed was sown amid tears, but the harvest will be one of abundant joy. You are a living testimony of my care and eternal faithfulness, and all that I am accomplishing in you now will be like a song that remains even after silence falls. I have completed what you could not finish on your own. Now, just walk by faith and trust the direction I have given you, for I am with you. My beloved, there were days when you felt as if the light inside you was about to go out. The burdens of life, the fears of the future, and the absence of answers tried to suffocate your faith, making your connection with me seem weak and your hope flicker. Even in those moments of darkness, I never turned away from you. I was present not to condemn, but to rekindle what seemed to be dying. And not just to rekindle, I am establishing a new flame, an unquenchable light. This light does not depend on fleeting emotions or the circumstances around you. It springs directly from my spirit and withstands waiting, defies sadness, and remains steadfast even in uncertainty. You now carry this holy fire that time cannot extinguish, warming your soul and illuminating the way. And it is this light that will warm other hearts around you, radiating hope and faith. What I place in you today is more than restoration, it is a divine inheritance. You will no longer walk bowed down trying to rebuild the ruins of the past, for I myself have closed that chapter. You will walk upright, your eyes fixed on what I have revealed to you. Your voice will carry power, and even in silence, your life will be a living testimony of my love. Where there is pain, you will bring healing. Where there is doubt, you will be a beacon of faith. The scars you carry will not disappear, but will shine as marks of my redemption, telling the world, "Here, God touched." And when you look back, you will not feel sorrow for what you lost, but praise for all that I have gained in you. I am the Lord who turns tears into springs, losses into paths, and darkness into light. The fire I kindle in your heart is sacred, a holy force I grant you to sustain your journey, regardless of the circumstances. This fire is not a fragile flame that goes out at the first adverse breath. It is a steady and constant light that shines even in the deepest darkness. You will feel this strength from the moment you awaken, not as a frightening impulse, but as a firm and intentional motivation. It will guide your words, your thoughts, and your actions, giving them clarity and determination that will not depend on the approval of others or the ease of the path. This flame I place within you is not meant to fuel fleeting emotions but to fulfill the eternal purpose for which I have called you. This sacred fire, my son, is the answer you needed to overcome the doubts and fears that insisted on stopping you. It is the fortress that will allow you to move forward even when the comfort of stagnation seems tempting. It will not be a loud or impulsive force, but a quiet, calm, and steadfast determination that will make you rise when everything around you says to give up. You will no longer bow to the pressures to fit in or do less to be accepted. The security this fire gives you is unshakable because it is founded on the truth I placed inside your being, a truth that withstands any rejection or difficulty. With this strength, you will be able to go to places you once believed you did not belong, places where your faith and courage will open doors that seemed forever closed. With this flame, I will give you the courage to say yes when insecurity invites you to say no. You will be led beyond the limits of the known, to territories of trust and hope where wonderful things happen. This is not a superficial excitement that soon dissipates but a deep and sacred resolve that will shape every step you take. You will no longer depend on external encouragement to act, for you will be moved by an inner conviction, a certainty that springs from the Spirit I dwell within you. This new way of being will make old desires and habits feel strange, because what I have placed inside you redefines what is important and removes what only distracts. Attention and focus will come naturally because I will be tending this inner light, strengthening it day by day. When the inevitable challenges arise, and they will, you will not be frightened or retreat. The strength I have given you is greater than any difficulty because its origin is in me, in my eternal plan for you. It will shine even brighter in adversity because it is not a human strength but a divine one. I am shaping you to be someone who cannot be silenced, who cannot be stopped, someone who does not become indifferent in the face of struggles. This strength will sustain you in moments of rejection, loss, and scarcity. It will remain firm even when those beside you leave. The foundation of this strength is the truth that never changes, not the fleeting results of life. As long as you carry this flame, others will perceive the living presence within you, even without a word spoken. My son, I have been with you in every silent moment of pain and struggle. I saw the burdens you carried when no one else did. Every hidden battle, every night you needed to find strength to face the new day, I was by your side, watching with love and care. The difficulties you faced, which you seemed to endure alone, were the fertile soil where I planted a seed that is now blooming. I did not allow your suffering to humiliate or shame you but to show my faithfulness. What you went through was not in vain. Every tear and every difficult step now serve a greater purpose. They are living proof of my work in your life, a testimony that will inspire courage and hope in many who also suffer in silence. You will be able to speak of your struggles calmly, not to boast but to offer comfort to those who feel lost and alone. Your words will carry weight because they will be true, born from experience and the overcoming you lived through with me. What once was a source of shame or fear will now be a light for those who thought their pains could not be understood. I allowed you to face difficult moments so that when you are lifted before others, it will be clear that I was the one who sustained you. It is not for your recognition, but so many may see the power of my love that never abandons. I not only sustained you, I was present in every step along the way, forming in you a firm soul, a resilient heart, and an unshakable faith. My beloved child, the time has come that I have long awaited with you. The time when your suffering will no longer be merely a shadow of the past, a heavy memory weighing on your heart, but will become an open door, a radiant pathway to what lies ahead. You will no longer carry your pain as an invisible burden, but as a sacred channel through which my grace and strength will flow freely, opening new ways and restoring hope. What you once thought was just a painful mark left upon your soul will, in truth, become the map that will lead you and many others to new horizons where healing and freedom reign. You will not need elaborate words or human strategies, for simply speaking the truth that dwells in your heart will be enough to transform the atmosphere around you. Your story carries my mark, and that mark alone is the seal that softens hardened hearts and changes environments filled with fear or despair. Do not forget, my dear child, that the strength you truly need does not come from the platforms this world offers, not from social networks, nor the stages where many seek recognition. The strength that matters most flows from your willingness to listen and follow, to trust me even when all seems uncertain. I will guide you to the right time to speak, and when that moment comes, the words I place on your lips will bring peace and hope. They will ease the resistance of those who have also suffered, those who, like you, have lived in the shadow of silence and fear, and who will finally be able to breathe deeply. These people will think, if the Most High acted for him, then perhaps I too have not been forgotten. And you, my beloved, will be living proof of this remembrance. I remember. Every step you took, every tear shed, every night filled with anguish and doubt, all of it was meaningful to me, for I walked beside you in every moment. I am not ashamed of the path you walked, for it is holy, marked by my love and constant presence. What once felt too heavy to bear will now be the bridge that leads many others to freedom. Your voice has not been harmed by past pains. On the contrary, it has been sanctified by perseverance, strengthened by every battle faced and won, even if silently. What once tried to silence you, to steal your courage, is now the instrument I will use to make my light shine in the world. Prepare yourself, for the story that once felt unbearable to carry will become the very story that lifts many, without you needing to relive the pain for its impact to be released. I will provide the words, the perfect moments, and the right settings for you to pour them out like living water onto dry land, bringing life where once there was desolation. What you endured alone will soon become the foundation for others to find refuge in you, a reason to believe that restoration is possible. This is the moment I use your story as an instrument of renewal and hope. With love, God. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.